Well, the Christmas season has arrived with gift shopping in full swing. But before you charge your way through your shopping, we have some critical financial advice to keep in mind. Connecting Point correspondent Carolyn McGrath sat down with Matty, president of DJ St. Germain Investment Management, to talk about budgeting, saving, credit cards, and more.
Your typical average day in America, there's about 150,000 new credit cards being taken out. Wow. Black Friday, it's 500,000. So people are opening up oftentimes those store cards, for example, and I don't think they realize in a lot of cases you get these promises of 90 days interest free, 120 days interest free. That's deferred interest. That's not interest free, because at the end of the 90 days, if you don't pay off the balance, they start charging you interest from day one. Again, don't confuse a lot of these things when you hear a lot of these credit card offers. I don't think people realize how much credit card debt really costs them in the end.
Then talk about the average credit card debt for people in America.
The average credit card user has about $5,700 in outstanding debt.
That sounds low to me.
It sounds low because there's about a third of users pay off their balance in full. So that dramatically skews that number. If you look at the people who don't pay off their balance in full every month, the average balance is about $16,000.
Right. That sounds, but I say you 16,000 like right. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that would be unheard of.
Yeah, these are record high numbers, and what they find is if you take that person who typically does not pay off their balance in full and you extend additional credit to them, if you give them a 10% expansion in credit, their balance goes up by about 9.99%. So it's really, as I said, people take on an awful lot of debt without really understanding the cost or the implication of it. So if all you're doing is paying your minimum credit card balance, for every $1 that you borrow, in the end it's costing you about $4 more to pay it off. So you spend all this time at this time of year looking for these great bargains and Black Friday
really
deals.
Good about yourself. You're making me sad.
Well, and you think you've saved so much money because I got this store credit card and it was a great deal, but that thing you paid $100 for is going to cost you $500. And I think it's important to sit down and think about that. Is it really such a great bargain when I'm paying $500 for a $100 item? I don't care if it's on sale, marked down from $125 or $150 anymore. Right. You could have paid full price if you bought it with cash and saved yourself an awful lot of money.
So what's your advice to people? Because I think that, you come up with a budget, you got to pay the mortgage, the gas bill, I don't know, your phone bill, and then you think, okay, I have this much left, great, but then it disappears. Where is all that money going?
Your average person,
and
that's typical. Your average, I was going to say, your average person doesn't know where it goes, and that's part of the problem. How do you try to address the issue when you don't know where the money's going?
Typically, in the people that you see, where does it go? Is it grocery shopping? Is it going to get coffee every day?
It depends, obviously, on the person. And I say to people, you know what? It's too big of a task if you say, I'm going to sit down and budget for the year. It's like a person who needs to lose 100 pounds deciding that I need to lose 100. What you really need to do is change your lifestyle in that case, go on a diet, change your lifestyle and focus on a little bit at a time. It's the same thing with debt. You need to sit back and say, let's just take a 1 month segment. From the time I got this credit card bill that I'm going, oh my God, this is really out of control. I need to do something about it, until the time you get the next one. Sit down and focus on 1 month. What are you spending your money on?
Do you write it down every day? I mean, like, that could be really overwhelming to look at, but maybe that's the way to do it?
If that's what you as a person need to do, then that would be the advice I would give. Even if nothing else, look at the prior credit card bill and say, what's on here that I really didn't need to buy in the end? That I didn't need to spend $5 for every $1 I spent. Was it really worth it? Did I really need this thing?
Restraint is what you're saying during the Christmas season. You're not going to binge, like as if you're going to say, oh, I'm going to go on a diet January 1st and eat everything until that time. So we've got to restrain ourselves. But at the same time, we have to put away for retirement and people who are looking at kids going to college.
Yeah, and there's obviously a lot of conflicting goals out there for folks. You've got long-term goals, as you said, like retirement. You've got near-term goals like my car broke down. Kids going to college. A lot of things that are competing for your dollars. And oftentimes I hear young people especially talk about how difficult it is to save money. Every month I sit down, I pay my bills, and I don't have enough money left. But I'm sitting there looking at them going, well, you do have the newest iPhone and you've got an Apple Watch on, and I probably wouldn't find it as hard if we actually sat down and went through your budget to find ways for you to save as you would think. But oftentimes they're spending money on things that they want, and now that they've got perhaps they've got a monthly bill from AT&T or Verizon that's got a replacement phone every time there's a new upgrade on the iPhone coming out and so on. And I go, well, wait a minute. We can save some money here. This is not necessarily a bill that you have to have. Just let's change your contract and keep an older version of the phone.
For retirement in particular, when you have kids going to college, when you're paying for kids, just paying for groceries and everything else, how do you make sure that you carve that money out?
Well, it's important. I always mention to people when it comes to things like college education versus retirement savings, your kids can get a loan to go to college. You're not going to get a loan for retirement. And so oftentimes I'll talk to people who are right around retirement age that tell me that they're helping their kids pay off their student loans, and that's why they're not able to put money into their 401k or their IRA. And you're 65, we have to count on you living another 25 or 30 years in retirement. Right. You need to set aside a good pot of money, and that money needs to work, as I say, longer than you do. It needs to work for you for the next 20 or 30 years. That means we need to get some monies put aside to have that happen. Hopefully, your kids going to college are going to end up with
great jobs,
higher salaries out of it. That's one of the whole points of going to college. So hopefully they're going to be having the ability to pay down those loans over time. What sounds like an awful lot of money to them today for a loan, hopefully 10 years from now doesn't sound quite as burdensome.
This is great advice, and it's hard as a parent to say we're going to put ourselves first ahead of our kids, but I think that's some great advice. And willpower as we go shopping in the next few weeks. Thank you so much, Michael, Matty, for joining us. That's some great advice.
Thanks.